Hello, dear friends. I'm late because I have been at the talk show. Opinion piece. Flamboyant Year. This year would be very special, original and eccentric period. The time for kneeling is over. Rediscovery of Sovereignty. The white swan chases the black swan. Forgive when you have won the fight. Always keep the joy and fun. Let's start. Extravagant is the adjective that has caught my attention the most for this year that has begun. Among the many adjectives that have been predicted, extravagant means rare, strange, unusual, excessively peculiar or original, or something that is done outside the common way of doing things. Synonyms for extravagant are original, singular, whimsical, odd, curious, ridiculous, incongruous, eccentric, bizarre, or extraordinary, like the sign of Aquarius. In popular parlance, the term eccentricity is used to designate different or unusual behavior of an individual. This behavior is often perceived as strange by others, although it need not be cognitively dissonant with the social adaptation of the subject. Eccentricity contrasts with normal behavior. People who consistently exhibit this type of behavior are referred to as eccentrics. Eccentricity is often associated with genius, giftedness, and creativity. The individual's eccentric behavior is perceived as an expression of his or her unique intelligence or creative impulse. The way an eccentric person acts is often incomprehensible, not because it is illogical or the result of madness, but because it comes from a mind so original that it cannot conform to social conventions. Sovereignty. 2023 could be a year of rediscovery of your own sovereignty and cognitive ability, of technologies being released and the ancient past returning to the surface, says a message from the Star Nations for this year, which gives an update of the near future of humankind and the technologies that are being mass-produced right now in preparation for this glorious time. Rise up. The time for kneeling is over. Many of you were used to kneeling and cowering in fear because you had been manipulated, and that was wrong. No one should kneel in front of anyone or anything. We are fractals of the source, and even in front of the source you shouldn't kneel. Kneel only to your own divinity, not in front of a religion, a politician, or a supreme leader. That was the old paradigm. When a paradigm changes, the old paradigm always fights back. The coalition has taken control of the institutions, progressively replacing key personnel. Work on unity as darkness works on division. There are two sides to authority. It should only exist as a guideline in times of chaos, suggesting and never imposing. The other side of authority, that is asking to sacrifice your simplest everyday freedoms for the good of society, hides an unhelpful agenda. Positive future. This year, more scientific revelations will be released to the population. The truth will finally be revealed regarding secret space programs. True witnesses who are currently afraid to speak out will step forward and speak out. New information that will clash with previous testimonies could hide a dark agenda. Always keep joy and fun in your heart. Laugh every day over something silly. Never let a day go without a simple smile. This is power. Forgive when you have won the fight. Forgiveness is acceptance. Accept only the victory. Then forgive to sever the bond and release your enemy. Tolerance and unity are the only condition for embracing Earth's new era of welcome as a galactic culture. On the solstice, 21st December 2022, the timeline was established, the window closed, and we are now moving towards a positive future for humankind on Earth. The timeline is now secured. Only now what remains to be done is to regain our power. Anyway, it will move forward positively. But if you want to speed things up, you may want to do as we are told. Unite. Stop arguing. Be kind and respectful. Light triumphs at the solstice. The significance of the winter solstice is that thereafter each passing day has more minutes of sunshine and fewer minutes of darkness, signifying a triumph of light, an astronomical event that is beyond religion. That is why it is celebrated in different cultures around the world. Most of them recognize it as a period of renewal and rebirth, involving festivals, fairs, gathering rituals, or other celebrations. Curious. Sore legs, general tiredness, and general fatigue. Well, it is because we have created an amount of the ceremony which, coupled with cosmological events, are suffering the effects of heaviness, and in various parts of the world, the phenomenon of the piercing of the barrier that divides our dimensions from the fifth is occurring, causing the opening of star portals. A comet is approaching that has not been seen since the mammoths walked the Earth. A team of Russian scientists said the moon reacts to objects that hit it as if it were hollow. It is said to ring and its surface ripples. Virtual children would be common in 50 years, but I prefer real children. London-based Invisibility Shield has designed a lightweight portable invisibility shield that requires no power to operate. The company offers these shields in two sizes, from $65 to $394. Astronomers detect strange objects near the Sun suddenly changing its trajectory. A theory that we visit other dimensions when we sleep, which is on the rise as millennials reject Christianity. Witchcraft and other pagan practices have increased in recent decades, with millennials turning to astrology and tarot cards as they turn away from Christianity and other traditional dominant Abrahamic religions. First victims claimed by demon hosting killing stone in Japan. Alarm bells went off in March this year. Dark forces were unleashed after a famous volcanic rock, said to kill anyone who came into contact with it, was found split in half. Last month, the so-called killer rock has proved to be more than just a legend, as on the morning of 7th December, the lifeless bodies of 8 wild boars were discovered in Nasu, near the infamous rock. Tantra Yoga, as a yogi once said, if one could attain enlightenment by enjoying sex, as some say, we would all be enlightened, even the animals. Sex is the greatest of all delusions. Sex is a caricature of pleasure compared to the joy of enlightenment. It is necessary to perpetuate our species, but little else. Why do I like cats? Because of their gentleness, courtesy, and unconditional love. Felines have taught me virtues such as patience, prudence, attentiveness, relaxation, and detachment. Some people are offended because wise animals have virtues that they do not have, and hate those who are incapable of hating. Cats are not of this brutal world. They are shy because they have been treated so badly, but they love the human being that treats them well, and they are very grateful. That is all for today, and thanks a lot, dear friends.